Tasmanian yearling sales going to be conducted January 26, 23 lots. I'm pretty sure there's 23 lots. Yeah, there is. Yeah. Yep. Brian Mackrill joins me. He is selling lot number 12. But firstly, welcome, Brian.
Thank you. Welcome.
Good to catch up with you. We just went down there. You've got a ride high out of a Blissful Hall mare, very well performed mare as well. In the sale.
The mare herself was okay. She only had 8 starts. The mare and broke down, but it's a good family. She's had a well-performed mare that's related. She's related to a lot of well-performed horses.
And first season sire ride high.
Yes.
I keep telling Brett Coffey, if Brett's watching this, he loves it. But I was one of the people lucky enough to be there the night he smashed the track record at Bendigo, went 149 flat. It was a very still night through the middle of COVID. There was only a handful of us who were lucky enough to be there, and he was an exciting racehorse, wasn't he?
Yeah, he certainly was. Like I said, I've never been a big fan of first season sires. It's not normally a path I take, but I was very taken with him, and I just thought when he stood at start, I thought, we'll have a roll of the dice, because you'd think he's got to throw a decent horse somewhere.
Right, let's get to the nitty-gritties. We've got to promote the sale, and we've done that.
Yes.
A little bit about yourself. One, how young are you?
I was 74 last Monday.
Happy birthday.
A week ago today, thank you.
Never good being a young kid around Christmas time having a birthday and that, but imagine the older you get, it probably gets a bit better, does it?
Oh yeah, it doesn't. Just another day now, mate.
It is indeed. This is the first horse you've sold ever, so why are we going down this path?
Oh well, I've generally bred a couple of foals every year, but I'm getting to the stage where I've got to start and think about maybe what I'm going to do by the time this one gets to race and age. Am I going to still be able to go through the motions and do whatever? So rather than leave the mare standing idle in the paddock empty, and I've got a bit of confidence in the breed, so I thought, I'll breed one. If I don't keep it, I might be able to sell it. So that's the train of thought, and I'm going to get the mare in foal again this year with the same idea again. And if I don't sell it and I'm going good enough, well, I'll keep it. If not, I'll just, hopefully if I get a good offer, I'll let it go.
I love that, 74 years of age and you're starting on a new adventure, and more people your age should do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, my partner, she's always at me about how much longer I'm going to keep going, but I'm retired, and it gets me out of bed of a day. I've got 2 or 3 in work. It keeps me active, and I consider I am fairly active, and I credit that to the fact that the horses have sort of given me something to do.
You train here we're here on the Carrick track. I presume you train on the track?
Yeah, right next door, yeah.
How long have you been based here?
We've been here for about 35 years.
Yep. Yeah, and always had harness horses?
Yes, I'm a 3rd generation harness man. My grandparents had horses, and it's gone from there, and I've got my son in Queensland. He hasn't at the minute, but he's got horses too, so yeah, we've been in a long time.
Best horse you've had? Doesn't have to be as many wins. What's the best horse that you've had, and the best horse to you?
The best horse to me would have been a horse I had probably back in the late 80s, a horse called Rocky Rough. He won 16 out of 28. Wow. And I sold him to Western Australia for very, very good money back in the day. Yeah. He'd be the best horse I've had money-wise. I've had quite a few smart ones. And the other 2 that I've got that have been my best 2 have been related to this foal. A mare called She's Exclusive. She won all the feature races, won 7 2-year-old features, and I think she won 6 3-year-old features. She won the 4-year-old features, and we sold her to America. She won 154 at Yonkers, her first start. And I had another horse called Party Boy Glenwood that I won a lot of races with, but he was a nutcase, and Andy Gath ended up with him, and he won one night at Melton going 154 for the 2200 when they never used to do it. Yeah. But unfortunately he broke down. So that'd be the best 2 or 3 I've had. But
yeah, the first bloke was pretty impressive horse, but it sounds rough.
He was a very good horse, very good horse, and I'd like to have another one.
Have you driven in the gym?
Yeah, I used to drive my own up till probably 10, 11 years ago. Jason, my son, he started driving, and he was a pretty good driver, and it's a young man's game, so I took a back seat, and he drove, and then he moved to Queensland, and now I just try and get the best drivers I can to put on and hope for the best.
Don't kid yourself. 74-year-olds are allowed to partake in it as well. That's the best part.
Yeah.
That's the best part about the industry, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was barred from getting my licence. I used to still have my licence to drive in the trials, which was handy because you like to get the feel for young horses, your own horses and whatever. And I had a bad fall here one day at the trials, and the missus and the kids barred me from getting my licence.
I was going to say who barred you. It wasn't Tasracing. It was the family.
Yeah, the family barred me. So after that, so I wasn't allowed to drive in the trials anymore. So now I'm track work man. That's it.
How'd you go the first couple of times when you're watching someone else steer them?
Yeah, it was a bit nerve-wracking early in the piece, but I did have a lot of confidence in my son. Jason was the leading junior driver down here for several years. He represented Tassie on the junior driver stage a few times, and he went to Queensland, and the first year he was in Queensland he finished third on the drivers' premiership over there, so he was more than competent, and I was quite happy to just let him go. But now I don't worry about it. I just tell him get in the cart and say, we'll do whatever you reckon, and
go from there.
Off we go.
Your facilities here at Carrick are pretty good?
Yeah, no, we've been lucky. We've had a bit of money spent here recent years. I've just put a few permanent stables in if anybody wants to come and, stable here.
And they're really good. Lee showed me them about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago it might have been when I was here last time, and they're terrific, aren't they?
Yeah, good. Unfortunately, there's only 2 trainers in here, but we've got 3 tracks here. We've got 1,000 metre hobble track. There's a 1,100 metre jog track down the back, sand track that you can gallop on that on, and there's also a track inside that for anyone that wants to use a jogging machine and that. So we've got an ideal setup here, and it costs us nothing, and it's all laid on for us. It's the best place ever, really.
Yeah, no, it is indeed. I do love it. I love the amenities. I love the people. They all get around and have a bit of give a hand as well. So
yeah, she's a big community sort of effort. There's all volunteers and pretty close-knit sort of community, and people seem to like to come here. Like, you go to the races, probably the same in Victoria, you go to the bigger venues and you can only count on one hand the amount of people there, but we have race days here. We only have 4 meetings here, but there'll be 1,500, 2,000 people here.
Yep.
Nearly every race meeting, and other places would love to get them.
Yep.
No, I don't know what it is about it, but
so the people, the hospitality, the people, and the openness, and a bit of fun.
And you can see up close the horses and that sort of thing. But so she's a good spot. We love it. But yeah.
Very good, Brian. Thank you. Good luck at the sales.
Thanks,
I'll be back. What did I say? January 26th, Australia Day. It's a Friday. We're going to make sure people are aware that it is on a Friday. Lot number 12, the Ride High. What's the mare? You're going to have to help me with it. Blissful Glenwood. Lot 12, the Ride High. Out of there. So you'll be preparing that one. We look forward to selling him through the Nutrien brand, and also Tasracing. We'll be getting him out there, and we'll get some more stories out there as well. But mate, thanks for joining us with the sales. Thanks for joining me today on Campbell's Comments as well. I really appreciate it. Just a little chat. Love finding rough diamonds like yourself. Went from there. I had to dress you before we started. If the kids are happy about the collar, it's my doing. So we're happy with that, aren't we?
Yeah, no, we've done well.
Right, Brian. Thank you. Merry Christmas and happy birthday.
You too, mate. Good on you.
Thank you.